Hello again, everybody. Anyway, I've been finally reading some comment activity from my viewers. Thank God I finally got some. And one of the comments I thought was pretty interesting, and it was from my craziest card prediction ever. I'm not going to bother mentioning his or her name. All I know is that it was an interesting comment made to me, and I was dedicated to spending my spare time that I had to inventing a unique twist to the card trick that they commented on, my craziest card prediction ever. So here's what I want you to do. Before we continue on with this trick, I want you to check out my craziest card prediction ever. I'm going to put a link to it right here, and it's going to be at the bottom of the screen the entire time. Also, it's in the description box if you are on a mobile device, so that you can go there and see it. Either way, find a way to see my craziest card prediction ever. I think it's really, really good. Alright, so I'll pause the video and allow you to see that. Alright, now that you've seen it, as you notice, the guy that commented wanted me to have them think of a card. So, this will not only be a simple card trick that I perform to you, you are going to get involved as well. This will include numbers, so you will need to have a calculator if possible. You also need to have a sheet of paper and a pen or pencil with you so you can write things down at all times. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a card select. We're going to have some cards selected, and of those cards, we're going to allow you to think of one of the cards. Okay, so we're just going to give the cards a cut. You just scream when to stop. Right there. I'm assuming most people would have stopped there, but anyway, we'll take the first, let's say, 4 cards, and we'll set them there. Okay, we'll give this back maybe one more shuffle. Okay, just to show that it's being thoroughly shuffled. And we're going to set it over here. Now, we're going to find out what the first card were the cards you selected. The 9 of Spades, the 7 of Hearts, the 4 of Diamonds, and the 3 of Clubs. So, these 4 truly unique cards were selected. Now, one thing you need to always know is that every card has a regular value or a card value, every card has a suit value, and every card has a word value. Okay, let me describe to you what each of those means. A card value or an original value would be the numbers on the cards. You need to know that for this trick. Whatever card of these 4 you're remembering, you need to know its original or card value. Okay, so it's either going to be a 9, a 4, a 7, or 3, whatever one you choose to remember. Okay, now whatever card you remembered, remember their original value. You need to also remember their suit value. Usually, cards have suits which have numbers. Usually, spades are 1. Usually, hearts are 2. Usually, clubs are 3, and usually, uh, diamonds are 4. So, we're going to have you think of these as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So if you're remembering a spade, you need to add it. You need to add your original value, whatever card you've remembered, add its original value to its suit value. So for example, if I were remembering the 10 of clubs, I'm remembering 10, and since a club means 3, I'm going to add 10 to 3, which gets me to 13. Okay, let's leave this out just for example purposes. Now, you need to take that new number that you've made and add that to your word value. Your word value is when you spell out the card and all the letters in it. Basically what I'm saying is that if you spell if you spell, let's say again, 10 of clubs, the word value would be spelling out the number TEN, the word of OF, and then the suit CLUBS. It's going to be plural every time. Okay, so one more time. The word value is basically all the number of all the letters in your card. So TENOFCLUBS. Okay, and that's for my card. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. But that's for my card. That's not for your card. You're going to take your card and find out how many letters are in it, and you're going to add your word value, how many letters are in the word, to the value you got, to the sum of this, the original number, and the suit number. Okay, so again, my number was a 13, because clubs are 3 and I had a 10. 13 plus the number of cards in there, which was 10, gets me to 23. So my overall value, and this is the number I want you to remember for this trick, is whatever you got from adding your 3 card values. In this case, I'd be remembering 23, but in your case, it's different. You're going to spell out your card and figure out how many letters are in it, add that number to your original number, and then add the original number to your suit number, which again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You're going to use this number now to generate what I call your soul card. Your soul card is the card in this trick that you will remember for the rest of the trick, the whole time. Scrap everything else, okay? Take your number that you finally got now, and I want you to add, if it should be a 2-digit number, most likely, and I want you to add the digits in there to get a single digit number. So you should have a single digit number that's a 1 through 9. Do that now. Okay. Now, if your card, not your card, if the value you got after adding the 2 digits was even, leave it as it is. If your card, though, if the value you got, for example, mine was a 23, 2 plus 3 is 5, okay? If you got an even number, leave it alone. If you got an odd number, then I want you to subtract it from whatever card we get here on the top deck. So we shuffled and we cut cards, and oh look, it's a 5. So whatever number you got after adding adding the 2 digits to get a single digit number, subtract it from 5. If it was an odd number, if it's even, leave it alone. But if it's odd, then you need to subtract from 5. Okay? You need to keep, however you need to get a number that is one of the suit numbers, so 1 through 4. So if you have an odd number, you need to keep subtracting by 5 till you get a number in that range. If you can't, just use the 1, because 5, in my case, 5 minus 5 would be 0. Just round that up to 1. If it was even and your number is not 1 through 4, then you need to divide by 2 until you get a number 1 through 4. Okay? Now that you've done that, you've selected a suit. Whatever the suit is, write it down. Okay? Write it down, circle it, make it bold, underline it, italicize it, whatever you need to do. Okay. Now all you're going to do is you need to find your value of your soul card. To do that, you need to take your new suit value, the value you just found out, and add 3 to it. That will become your value for your soul card. If by some weird and odd chance you get a number higher than 13, so it's kings of 13, then all you really need to do is just start over from ace which is a 1, and count up from there. So in this case, if you went to a king, then kings would be 13. If I had the number 15, I'd start back at ace, which would be 14, and 2, which would be 15. Pause the video now and do that. Also, rewind the video if you need to hear steps again to make sure you did it correctly, or if you need to understand more clearly what I'm talking about. Okay, so you finally selected your soul card. We're going to try and find your soul card now. But before I do that, I want to make myself a prediction. So I'm going to take this index card. Since, this is a alteration of my original trick, I prefer to have the originals to it. I'm going to try to find out what your soul card is that you picked. Just take my prediction and fold it up here, and we're going to set it right over here to the side. Okay, it can sort of be seen, not entirely though. So I don't want you to know what it is really. Now, in fact, what we'll do is we'll actually shove my prediction inside the card box here. Okay, and just so that you know, there's no other cards or slips of paper in here at all. It's completely empty except for my prediction. So the card box has my prediction. Now, all we're going to do is give the deck some shuffles, and I'm going to try and find your card. Since I am running out of time that I wanted this to be, I'm going to simply speed through this part. So this is going to be a speed up of the original version. So I'm going to go through now and try and find 5 options of what your card might be, okay? So here I go. Okay, so I found 5 cards. Okay, whoops. 5 cards. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them some shuffles. And we're going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the cards. And we're going to give them one more quick mixing, just mix them up a bit. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go down and under, down and under, down and under, down. Got 1 card left, and I feel very confident that this is your soul card. So let's see if I was correct. Was it your soul card? And I said that your card is the 7 of diamonds. Not only that, and that's the cool thing about this trick, I said the 7 of diamonds was your card. What are the other 4 cards over here? Well, that's what's also cool, because my other prediction that I did not mention was the other 4 cards are all 4 aces. And that means 1 ace. That means 2 aces. That means 3 aces. And that means all 4 aces. That's it. I should probably mention too that you probably want to subscribe to this. Here's the sneak peek for the next trick. Well, in this packet of cards, we have a story I want to tell. We have the 2 of diamonds, the king of diamonds, the 2 of clubs, the king of clubs. We have the 2 of hearts and the king of hearts. Okay? The kings are the high authority while the 2s are the low authority. Okay?
Thanks for watching The King of Spades and Indigo Company Films.